blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Ready. We're waiting.
Check 55, Mike. I'm coming.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All day. Whoa.
Now Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. They have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Yellow waiting.
Watching your side. Who that? Check 13.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Check three. Sammy.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Kill.
Hey, Charlie.
All day, dog. 41's coming. 41's a mic.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now Breeze on third down. Now he's got it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Ready. 5-8.
41's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Hey, easy.
41.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll toss it to Miller. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watson. Looking long for Thomas. It got his man complete. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick me up. Here we go. 59.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Watson on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Ready, 95-56.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Eleven. Hey, wahoo!
Bree's going to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
14 yards. That's good.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Yellow waiting.
Man, I got you.
Running with Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Watch the run.
Here we go.
Tight dog.
Easy, opposite.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Here we go.
Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
Ready. 5-9.
7. And what's that? And what's the ball?
You're good. You're good. I'm full. Ready.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come, come.
Second and 5 now. Breeze. His throw caught right around the 6. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Second down and goal. Breeze. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. But now it's third and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal.
Come on. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here.
Hey, Haywood.
G, tighten up. Let's go, G, tighten up.
41 Mike.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Hey, Delta.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On the ground, Kamara. Room past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch twins.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Tonight.
On play action, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. On the return is Jones. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, and he's going to go down again. So we're at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. 31 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ready.
So after the
5-9.
incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
It's a party now.
Let him. Hey, box drop.
Breeze now to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Saints.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Traquan Smith, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Again, it's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, 31!
55, Mike.
55!
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Come on, guys, 55.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He's going to launch. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 59 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
Check 55, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Sammy. Hey, easy.
Watch 55. Tackles.
There's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
13.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Check.
Switch. Check.
Now Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
5-9.
Check.
Ready, check.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on here. Come
Hey, kill.
Everybody.
Hey, high 7.
Let him know. Everybody, 30 seconds.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Watson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Watson throwing again. Escape, and a big one, Davis here as he's taken down. Demario Davis, his second sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. Caught left side, Hopkins. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. This is Murray. They find some open field here. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Reset. 19.
47.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. 1985. Time to go.
Throwing again on second down. Watson buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
Past the 20, Lamar Miller, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 50 yards, and the Texans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
He's coming. He's coming. He's got double up.
On first down, Murray. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Bree's going to throw here. And Cook has it, left side. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Murray. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Here's Murray. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for New Orleans, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.